What has been working for you? It seems like your stock's going up in the last few weeks.
I mean, really, it's just paying attention to what the coaches say. I mean, Coach Call will tell you himself, if you do what he says do, you'll grade out at least 75%. The rest of it's just effort. So I think really just being able to take coaching and improve day by day, just helping me out.
Any particular areas of your game that you worked on this spring, this summer to kind of make that leap in terms of footwork, hand placement, anything like that?
Yeah, I did a lot of drills over here by myself, coming over and doing pass sets and hand placement. I know I still am trying to work on my hands. That's probably a big thing for me. But also, we just started working on swing bags, really swing the bags at us, and we have to punch it before it reaches our body. So I'm still working on that.
What are the bags like? I mean, is there somebody holding the bag at you and pushing it at you? Or?
The coach is, Coach Fry pushing the bag at us. You know, he has no remorse, so you got to be on your game.
Is that something the linemen have done before, or was that something that has come up with this summer?
I know some of the centers have been doing it, and the tackles, they do their own drill because theirs is more having a kick slide a lot more than the rest of us. But this is the first time I think the guards have done it, where we're working on just quick hands coming out of our stance.
Oklahoma, did that come with Coach Venables or one of the guys?
I'm not exactly sure where it came from. I know that they were doing it with the centers, and we were just like, we might need to get in on this.
Is endurance something you work on?
Yes, sir. We have between Coach Batson and Coach Hogan and Coach Schmo coming in. We have a big endurance testing. I know every summer we do the 300-yard shuttle test, and we also do the 110 test, which is both of those condition tests. We do one after each summer session.
For you personally, on those days when you have more reps, and Coach Sweeney said that you looked a little tired at times. I mean, was that something you felt during the game?
Oh yeah, I think during the game, we had a big emphasis on having fun. I know me and Beasley were talking about before the game, like if you have fun, you're gonna in turn play better. But it was another thing, like on the long scores between Sammy and DJ's, you could see me on film just running down there to meet them as quick as I can, and in turn, you're gonna burn out a little bit faster, and you're running 70 yards.
What was that like though for you? I think he had to start last year, but what was it like getting back out there, being that first team guy again for a Saturday?
I mean, it felt good to enjoy a little continuity between the offensive line. I practiced with them all week, and between Norton and BT, the guys on both sides of me, like it was easy to just tell like where I need to be, what they're doing, what we're doing, like combos, everything. It just felt right.
Is that some motivation as well, getting to start and trying to replicate that feeling again as well?
I mean, yeah. I mean, everyone wants to be a starter. Like, I'm just trying to contribute any way I can. I know Beasley had a little messed up ankle, but I think he's going to be good to go this week. But still, I got to prove that I'm ready whenever they call for me.
How much better is the depth on this offensive line than when you first got here?
I mean, I think right now it's a sense of everyone being kind of young. I mean, we only have 2 seniors between Shatley and BT. When I first got here, we had, like, 4 seniors, I think. Oh, I know we had a lot. So now it's just we've all had time to kind of gel together. We all play together. We all go out together. It's an emphasis on the offensive line and who we are that we can stick together. And we didn't have that when I first got here.
What's your weight like right now? What are you weighing in at?
I'm about 335 right now.
How'd that compare to, say, like last year?
I think at the beginning of last year I was about 325, but during the year it kind of just went up because I wasn't playing a lot and I was still traveling.
I think you're Clemson's most interesting offensive lineman because when you think of offensive linemen, you think of these toothless animals. You know? But yet you're a guy that likes Japanese cuisine, soccer, computer games. You know, you hang out with the people that are supposedly, you know, nerds, whatever.
Yeah.
How do you go away from that to being the aggressive guy that you need to be on the field?
I mean, I guess it's just a time and place for everything. Like, when I'm on the field, I know what I got to get the job done. But it's not like I'm not still having fun out there. If you see me on the field, you probably still see me smiling. So, I mean, it's just taking what I can and using it, but I'm still got to be me no matter what.
And your major is language studies, is that correct?
I'm a Japanese major.
What does that involve? What's that like for you?
I mean, right now, I mean, I'm doing the language. I have to learn to speak. I have to learn the culture, read and write. This summer, I'm probably going to go over there for about 2 or 3 months because it's part of my major. I have to do a study abroad. Really? So I'm going to head over there. And then it's just something I really enjoy, getting to know, like, the senseis here between William Sensei and Kishimoto Sensei. It's just been a lot of fun.
Have you been to Japan before?
No.
Excited to go?
Yeah.
Coach is going to get a training plan together for you over there to work.
They already
Got
made one.
one.
Coach Batson already let me know the plan. So.
Voluntarily.
Yeah.
Do you still play soccer?
Yeah. I don't play during the season, but during the off season and summer I played.
What's your favorite position on the soccer field?
Forward, definitely.
And that's a lot of running.
Give or take. It's not ever like when you actually play soccer. It's not actually as much running. It's like you think it would be when you don't play soccer. And also, I prefer indoor. So indoor is a lot more footwork and ball skills than it is actual running.
Does that help on the offensive line, the footwork?
Yeah. It allows me to get like a quicks too. I know we have certain plays here where we have to get that 1-2 down as quickly as possible because you're on an island. And I definitely feel like soccer's been able to help me out with that.
So when Kalon gets away from the football field, how do you relax? How do you slow down?
I mean, I don't have a lot of free time going on, but when I do get out, I like to mostly just hang out with my friends. I have a puppy. I like to play games. Usually they kind of all intertwine. Like I invite people over, they hang out with my puppy, and we all play games together. It's all kind of one big thing. So.
What kind of dog you got?
It's a spaniel mix, but no one knows what she's mixed with. So.
That's what the breeder says when they don't know.
Yeah. I got it from a rescue, so felt pretty good about it.
When people finally get to know you, do they kind of, are they surprised that this is the same guy we see on Saturday?
I don't feel though. Probably because most of the people I meet in class, and I never tell people I play football. I mean, half of them probably guess I play football, but like that's kind of like my last thing. Like I don't want you to know me as a football player.
Yeah.
I want you to know like who I am. So usually I just kind of do it around. I'm not like the joker in class, but I like to crack one-liners. And if I can get you to laugh, then like generally by that time you know what you're getting.
What's the name of your puppy?
Riku.
Who?
Riku. R-I-K-K-U. It's a Japanese thing.
Yeah.
Japanese for.
I don't know what it means. I got it from a video game actually.
How do you, I know for the first couple of years in the program, the coaches kept saying they wanted to get that mean streak out of you and sort of establish that. Was there ever a time when you thought that nice guy streak, sort of being you like you talked about a little bit ago, did you ever feel like that was a hindrance for you, someone getting into the depth chart, getting on the field?
I feel like it was more of like of course as an offensive line you want to have that mean streak, but I feel like it's also like you got to remember what got you to where you are. And sometimes it's just better to be loose and have fun than it is to actually like have a mindset on I'm gonna be the nastiest guy here, because that ends up with you being maybe over aggressive, you missing blocks, taking bad steps and stuff. So for me, I'm just thinking about having my job and getting it done, having fun while I'm doing it, because that's what like before the game, even though they talk about the mean streak, 2 days before the game they talk about the mean streak, but the day of the game they talk about having fun. So I think back in the day I was too busy worried about being that mean guy, where now I'm just having fun with it.
Was that frustrating at all for you to try to find that balance where you felt comfortable and the coaches felt comfortable putting you in?
I mean, you just kind of get used to it. It takes time. Like, that's another thing that Coach Sweeney always harps on. Like, everyone's not going to be ready when you first get here, but you just have to use and utilize your time that you have, and hopefully you'll figure it out before it's too late.
Was there a time or maybe a thing that you understood that made it kind of feel good, like this is the kind of player I want to be? Do you recall that?
I think it was just really me. Last year when it was me and Norton and Reed all working together, and we were talking about, and of course I had Beasley with me, that we just talk about like you can't try to overdo things. You just got to do what you can, and then appreciate everything you're able to do.
How do you think pass protection has gone, not just for the offensive line, but running backs? How good have y'all been at picking up pressure and blitzes in the games that people run?
I think it's gotten a lot better. I know, just over time, it's just the time in the system, being able to understand how things work. We're definitely having a lot more like tangibles and little calls we can make now because we're starting to understand the system a lot better. I think it really helps that we now have a period where we have the offensive line, the tight ends, and the running backs just do blitz pickup. And then we have another segment where it's just the quarterbacks and the offensive line going through like hot reads and blitz pickups.
Thanks, Kalon.
Thanks.
Win.